championship mindset is someone that thinks outside of the box.
Get a lock, get a good lock, get a good lock.
Someone that always knows there's a better way to achieve something. When hard work gets rewarded, you can continue to get better. You always know the work is never done. Wrestling is life. I did not have a whole lot of success in wrestling growing up, but I just enjoyed it so much I always stayed at it. I guess you could say a pretty average wrestler with an above average work ethic. I started intramural wrestling when I was 5 years old. I started competing at a young age. Started wrestling junior high, high school. I didn't have the academics to get a scholarship in college wrestling. I didn't have the athletics to get a scholarship in college wrestling. So I said, you know what, I'm just gonna knock the door open anyway with my fist. In hopes to pay for a college education. I've worked anywhere from just odd jobs at marinas to working on the Bering Sea for the Fishing Company of Alaska to building houses. A lot of guys would have walked away when, I barely made the starting team at Harbor College. Didn't make it to nationals. But you know what? It upset me in a good way. It motivated me. Guess you could say I'm one of those, just a late bloomer. I started to see success when I got in my mixed martial arts career. There was things that I didn't accomplish at a young age, which drove me to outwork everybody when I got into mixed martial arts. All of the accolades that I've had in the UFC, the fourth most takedowns of all time, the longest tenured fighter in 19 years in the UFC, earning a spot in the UFC Hall of Fame that'll go down in history forever. You get an opponent like myself that has gone through what people call the dog days of MMA. Before I got into the UFC, I was fighting in bingo halls, in gentlemen's clubs. I fought in a butcher shop up in Rochester, Minnesota before. I fought at fairgrounds. We fought at some pretty crazy places. I train at the Izzy Style School of Wrestling. I've been a part of it since 2008.
Clay's an animal. It's great watching him compete, and he kind of brings that same mentality to the gym. He shows up every single day, puts his work boots on, and gets right to work.
Get him up, come on, break the waistline, break the waistline.
Freestyle is different than the folk style and the collegiate style of wrestling. That's all I've ever wrestled. So you know what, I've always taken challenges head on, and this is a new challenge for me.
Freestyle wrestling is a different rule set than the UFC. You can't knock the guy out, so there's not that knockout punch. Yeah, the rules are different, but like we say in the gym, wrestling's wrestling.
Just learning the style of freestyle wrestling is a whole new challenge to me, which excites me. It's very intriguing. It's something new, it's something different. People always ask me, how have you been able to do this for so long, without injury? And I tell them, wrestlers, we're just built differently. That's why I've been able to have such a long career on the MMA side and the wrestling side. Yeah, I think Cayden's, 22, 23 maybe? I think he just graduated college, yep.
For my next wrestling match, I'm facing Clay Guida.
As Cayden being an influencer, he's pretty sharp too.
It's actually gonna be at a catch weight. It's gonna be at 160 pounds. Personally, right now, I'm probably 152 pounds. However, that's made up because, well, Clay's pretty old.
People are gonna see that age gap, that difference in, 20 plus years maybe. And the kid can wrestle. He's definitely got an interesting style. He likes his leg attacks. He likes his double legs. He's got a really high pace, and I'm gonna be in his face the whole time, clubbing, digging underhooks, snapping him down, shooting, faking, blasting him off the mat. So what you've seen in the octagon, you're gonna see the same thing on the wrestling mat.
Cayden's a little more accomplished wrestler, whereas Clay didn't have all the success as an amateur wrestler, but his success is being a UFC Hall of Famer, grinding out UFC matches with his wrestling ability.
There's always high stakes on the line. Whenever I compete, I challenge myself to really go out there and see how much I've improved from, my last competition. I get to go out there and prove to myself that I've really come full circle in the sport, and now I get to go try an entirely new style in freestyle wrestling. The clock is always ticking. Wrestling, professional sports is one of those things I want to get it out of my system completely. I'll know when I'm done competing, and you know what? I'll be happy to walk away from the sport on the competitive edge and then get into coaching. I know when my time is done competing, I'll be cool with it. And I'm not going to be one of those guys like you see in sports that retires and 6 months tour later, they're back in. I think those guys just hang it up already, you know what I mean? If you want to compete, compete. Be a real man, stay in there, endure the dogfight, you know? Don't walk away and then come back for a paycheck. Don't walk away and then come back, you know, because it wasn't out of your system yet. I'm here until I'm really done.
Tickets are available now. Go to Ticketmaster.com for details.